auto-tune effect will effectively check the pitch of the incoming signal, determine what the pitch is, and it will try to correct that pitch to the parameters that you set. Like right now, I have all of these notes pressed down, you see, but I could force this vocal right here. Let me just bypass the effect.
Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing.
So I could tune that vocal, let's say to a certain note like E.
Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing.
So it will always try to hit the note E with this vocal. Now, the only points where it doesn't actually do anything is when he can't decide what the real note of the content is. But as soon as he thinks he does, he's going to try to correct it to the E note. Now, this song is in F sharp, so let's try that in F sharp.
Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing.
So as you can see, it tries to correct the notes directly to this. So let's find another tuner which has a graphical interface like this Waves tune. Now, I'm not really a big fan of this graphical interface it's using, but what it's going to do is it's actually going to scan the signal I play for it. So it's going to be, let's say, this vocal.
Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing.
That we have everything scanned, I can actually see the notes that this vocal is playing. So since this is all repeating, I could just use this first portion of it. So let's say I clear this, select all, clear of that, just scan this.
Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing.
That's it. So now I can zoom in here. You see, it's quite tedious sometimes to manage through this interface, but now I can scan in and I can actually see the pitch, where it's actually going, what's happening with it. So let's say I just correct this tiny bit and I alter that like this. Speed, the ratio, and the transition is gonna be, let's say, like this, 0. Okay. Okay, has that small jump upwards. Okay, nice. Now I can correct all of those really fast, just like that. Nice, no transition. Okay, so I can set that the notes are always discrete, so I can choose the note that it's going to be playing.
Pull up at the spot.
See, I can change those notes.
Pull up at the.
Nice.
Pull up at the spot.
So I can
pull up at the spot,
select the note that it's going to be playing. Now you see at some points it doesn't actually have any notes right there because it doesn't know what the note is. He can't determine the pitch of the note. But where he does, I can actually correct those, move them around.
Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady
see, make it all flat, or I can even go up like this.
Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing. Pull up at the spot and you know I'm steady blazing.
So you can see I can actually correct the pitch, and it's always easier to do if it's actually a singing voice. If we're talking about a vocal, it's always easier with a singing voice than a talking voice, because a talking voice actually changes the pitch to intonate some of the intent and the emotion of it. The singing voice does tend to keep the pitch and sing harmoniously, not like rapping, like here. So you can always recorrect it. And of course, even though you think this is not so widely used, it is really even overused in popular music. And it's not that the singers don't know how to sing. Well, some of them don't actually, but even the ones who do, this is almost an industry standard now. It's widely used to just make sure that everything is pitch perfect and that all of the phrases are really 100% correct. So if you get into this business and you start dealing with songs that have vocals in them, you will encounter these auto-tuners.